I'm back here at the Kankakee River State Park. About to get into the woods, try to find that box coral again. You know, it's been hot recently, but it seems to like it when it's hot, and it's rained a few times, so here goes nothing. Can't forget the bug protection. Bad ticks out there, man. Alright, I think I just found a Berkeley polypore. Not actually what I'm looking for, but check this out. Aren't you a pretty thing? Yeah. Isn't that nice? So, that makes me feel good because you know, it's been real hot lately, so you say to yourself, no mushrooms in the woods, right? Well, Artomyces, pyxidatus, box coral, that's what I'm looking for today, and that likes the heat, so we'll see. Wave goodbye to our little friend here and keep going. It's a pretty one. Let's see. So there's a Ganoderma starting to form out of that log. Not interested today. Yeah, it's just a little baby. Okay, box coral. Where are you hiding? If you guys like this kind of content, please subscribe, like, share this video. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my garden here and trying to get as many people on board as possible. This little channel, as it stands, has got just over 100 subscribers. So, you know, any interaction with this channel would help. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching. Oh, man, is it beautiful here. Just trail on the bank of this little creek for a bit. I'm sure it's been moist in the area. About time to get a spider stick. Knock those spider webs down ahead of me. Something just like these is perfect for box coral to fruit off of. It likes a little bit of rot on its log, it seems like. I don't see any back here. This gets a little tangled. There's a spider. Okay. There we go. Okay, sorry, buddy. Just, we'll make another web. I'm coming through this once. It closes up back there a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll head back the other way, walk along the creek. I see box coral in places of natural humidity. You know, I'm lucky that here in Illinois we don't have any native poisonous snakes. Because I'm out here in shoes that are really nothing much. They're not boots. They're just Skechers slip-ins, actually. But the ground is soft. It's not muddy. Amazingly, because it actually rained on the way here. Pretty sure I'm right around where I found a yellow morel. Let's go for a box coral too. Come on. Where are you at? A lot of good candidates for potential box coral spots. A lot of logs down, a bit of age on them, right next to the water, in the water. It's a little blocked up there. What is that? Is this somebody standing over there? No. Oh, I should really take the binoculars. Oh, for crying out loud. That is not a box coral. Across the way. Well, this is a mess. How am I going to get around this? Let's see. Oh, just around for a bit. You deserve to see me struggling here. All right, let's go. And there's a red striped beer bottle. Yeah, I can't get away from those. A little flatter here along the crest. What's that? Hey, big old spider and a web, and they can just keep on grooving. Come on, guy. I just want to party with you. To the regular walking trail. Let's see. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I need to make sure these are recording in the same video format. Whatever. That's a job for civilization. Hello. Another spider. Come on, buddy. Making an even more awesome web. Oh, yeah, you're never at the walking trail. In the parking lot. All kinds of spiders coming through there. Probably can't get that on the video. I just get rid of that stick. Okay. Come on, video thing. There we go. Ah. Well, I would like to get out here and find more than a beautiful day. But it's the state park. Somebody's always gotten there before you. Come on, give me a box squirrel. Where are you? Okay. I used to have a wooden bridge here that was pretty much collapsed. They just took it out. Okay then. I guess that'll save a few tax dollars. Nice bridge though. Once. These woods are so thick. Might be starting to thin a little bit over there. Let's see. There's a little trail. All right. Now we're on the other side of that river. Oh, look at that old pump. This place has got abandoned camping sites. Every once in a while you come across a deep hole that's lined with cinder blocks, like a spot that's meant to go underneath the cabin. You don't want to fall into one of those. They're not marked or anything. Well, Right down there is the creek where I just came through and across the place with no bridge, and I'm probably going to just walk right back across the bed because it's pretty dry. Muddy, dry. Come on, box coral. Heck. I don't see it. Well, it's not like I've covered the entire woods, but I sure don't see it in this section. See, May apples are already producing seed. That's how late in the year it is. Mid-July. Okay. Fuck off, me asshole. Ah, there. Yeah. Let's start that again. Okay, getting down back by that dry creek bed. Sure don't see what I came here for. I'm not walking across that log. Okay. Can I get across this without getting too muddy? Okay. Good. Let's see here. I've seen that tree before. I mean, definitely when I walked right past it. Time for a breather, man. Woo. Boy, you come out here for a little exercise. Whoa. Illinois forest isn't messing around with those hot, muggy days. Jesus. What the heck is it? Alright, site number 2. Let's see how we do. Alright, I'm a few steps in on the trail here at the new spot, the second location. And what do I spy but this cute little saddle poking out with some, looks like a red slime mold crawling across the top of this stump. A lot of interesting spalting going on. Everything's fighting over control of this stump. This thing's gigantic. Well, gigantic for here. If you live anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, it's a tiny thing, I'm sure. But nice to see mushrooms. So, mushrooms fruiting directly from the logs. That is what I'm looking for. Okay. So we are looking for box coral. Well, there's something, but it's not box coral. I can tell from here. I don't have binoculars, but you do. Check that out. That's got to be a Ganoderma. I'm not going in through all that nettle for that. I'm not afraid of the nettle. This time I'm not going in. Wait a minute. What are you? What's that to the right of it? That. Okay, I am going in to look at that. I shall fear no nettle. It's not going to be anything. It's a leaf. Yep. Okay. Well, it's as good a place as any to pop off the trail, so off we go. Looks like the nettle thins out here. But you know, when you got good material in your long pants or your jeans, you don't really need to worry about nettle that much. In the late season, it can be a bother though, because it gets high enough that it starts tickling you through your t-shirt. And you just gotta stay away to some degree. I know some people like ball it up and eat it and so on, but you know, you're not walking past 1,000 of them and they're designed to snag you, so a tough guy. You can't eat all of them, can you? Salad's not the solution for that problem. Let's see. Box coral. Again, thankful for no native poisonous snakes in Illinois. Reef. This river runs right alongside a highway. So the park does too. It's like a long noodle. I guess we're the Chile of Illinois state parks, which is pretty good. But nonetheless, it does mean you hear the traffic a lot. Now, I actually maintain to the people I bring out here that if you hear the traffic, you never really need a compass out here, because if you ever get lost, you're just listening for that roar of the traffic, the tires singing by on the pavement, you can hear it. You know, unfortunately, the foxes can hear it, everything can hear it, owls can hear it. You know, I'm sure it drives the wildlife crazy, but it's been here for years, you know, it is what it is. And it's not a cornfield, so enjoy, critters. That's what we have. It'd be nice to see more spaces like this, frankly. Oh, we're getting to some turkey tail, I believe. Just a couple little dots here and there. Not really what I'm looking for today. Yeah, I've really liked the crown tip coral for a long time. It's just a unique mushroom, you know, kind of like lion's mane, in the sense that it's got this beautiful shape and really nice flavor, actually. A little peppery. I don't know, it's nice. When you cook it, of course, you got to cook all those mushrooms. You don't eat those raw. So, yeah, I'm looking for box coral because I want to get a sample of it. Take it back and put it on some charcoal agar that I've got waiting. I always got some agar jars that are made up that are just waiting. Oh man, this would be a nice. I don't see any crown tip coral. Yep. Nicely covered in a roof of vegetation to keep the humidity in. Ah, mosquito. Alright, I'm pressing on. So I said there were no native poisonous plants in Illinois, and there aren't, but you know, the spot in Illinois where you can find rattlesnakes periodically, Crete, Illinois. Yeah, it's true. In Crete, Illinois, they have the old Balmoral racetrack, and I'm told that rattlesnakes used to come in with the shipments of horses and stuff, and would escape on the grounds, and you know, the winters aren't great for them, but sometimes they manage to get by, and my friend in Crete has found one in his yard. More than one occasion, I believe. Yeah. So, just something that people have to watch out for right around there. Here's a big log. I'm just going to step over this sucker. But yeah, rattlesnakes in northern Illinois. Few and far between, but they have been here. What am I stepping on? I can't even see at this point. Yeah, okay. Get to a spot where I can see. I just see a short canopy. There's a canopy between knee and waist high, let's say thigh high. And it's a canopy of all these nettle, which are starting to get me a tad through my cloth. And here and there I just see logs poking up like islands above the nettle. I'm just going to push on. It's impossible not to step on the nettle. It's just everywhere. That's just the ground cover at this location. And it's really beautiful. I love that the forest changes, you know, every time you come out. There's something to check out. But, you know, it's wonderful to come out here in different seasons and see how high the plants have grown and, well, you know, what you can get to and what you can't. Oh, there's some more. Looks like turkey tail, but I'm not going to ID it. Because I'm looking for something a little more like that. What do we have here? Wow. I think that might be an oyster. Okay, that nettle here because I can't see. Okay. Reading glasses on. Wow, there's a big cluster. Oh, that really looks like oyster. Okay. Now, let's see here. Big one is. Little guys. Oh man, Look at that. Look at that little oyster. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think you can see from here, but down there I see a great big clump of these guys. So I'm going to leave the little fella sitting here on the log. Nice moist log. It can grow back in if it wants to. Okay, how am I getting around this? Let's see. Okay. Oysters, oysters. Now, I came out looking for that box coral, man, but I'll take a local oyster. That's fantastic. I've been looking to clone more wild mushrooms from my location, and I think today is my day. Oh, yes. Well, look at this. Here's a bunch of the same, and here's a bunch more of the same. Oh, man. That's a whole bunch of oyster. Beautiful. Oh, how cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to set the stand up. Oh, it's hot today. I know I got pressure. I don't have one. Oh, God. It's sitting right in the car. It's in the dash, in the glove compartment. I had some bad rain on the way here, and I said to myself, wow, I'll be really lucky if I can get out there at all. And then, pow, I'm out there, and it's amazing. And guess what? It's so amazing that I left my mushroom knife, and now I've got all these oysters. Well then, I'll settle for a sample. A rough one. Oh, that'd be more. Still, it's a lot of oysters. Okay. Okay. So I got enough for me. You know, look at these beauties. I think they're blue oysters. They kind of have that steel gray tone in the cap. Beautiful. So, Pleurotus austratus, variety Columbinus. Oh, man, there are a lot of them. You know, it makes you feel like a glutton. You want to go in there like, oh, give them all, give them all. You know, I've already got like, I don't know, like a pound here. I was just pulling them off, or 3/4 of a pound. And honestly, I just want to take them home and enjoy them. I grow oysters all the time at home, and I want to have these guys for a sample. That's the biggest thing. You know, I really want to collect those local cultures. Fantastic. Goal met. But I'm still looking for that box coral. It's been so hot lately. You think, well, you know, there's not going to be mushrooms in this 90-degree heat. Man, it was 92 today. You know, it was like high 80s yesterday, and that's the break we've been having. It's rained a couple times. I tell you, they do come up. It's cooler out here by the river. It's cooler out here in the forest. You know, and in the middle of heat outside, I've got this giant flush, at least giant for me, of blue oysters. It's more open here in these woods. It's more giving way to nettle. Saplings have to work a little harder to get up above their layer, I guess, because they're just not as dense here. And the honeysuckle hasn't moved on. Let's see. a fungus. Okay. A lot of the time, you know, you go to look for a box coral or lion's mane or like the nice oyster that we just saw, and you just get, you know, a little bit, and then sometimes you look over and you think you see a little bit, a little clump like that, and you get over there and it's actually like a piece of poop or something on top. It's turned all white, some animal poo or something, you know, or a piece of fruit they left behind. Here's a bunch of old turkey tail. Nice little flush from that log. Come on, squirrel. I know you're here. Let's see. You know what? That's a log I recognize. I know that one. That usually has a lion's mane on it in the right weather. And I see something on it. And it looks like a dryad saddle. Okay. Well, guess they're sharing the log still. I actually see another clump of oysters. Those golden oysters. Oh my goodness, they are. Well, okay, that's fine. I just found two types of oyster mushrooms here. I haven't picked this one up yet, but I'm about to. I usually do not find any oyster mushrooms out here. I see them like once a year. And here I'm taking this video and now I find two of them. I did not scout ahead. My knees aren't that good. Okay, baby. Oh, yeah. About as clean as you can get it. Look at that. Oh. Whoops. Pleurotus citrinopiliatus. Golden oyster, man. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Guys, if you think this channel is headed in the right direction, please like and subscribe. I'm pouring love into this, man. I can't believe I just found two varieties of oyster mushrooms out here in the summer heat after a couple of rains. I'm stoked. I am stoked. Thanks for coming with me. That'll put some pep in your step, man. You know, it's lovely to come out here. But I have a goal in mind, and it's even more lovely when I achieve my goals. And, you know, that's the amazing thing about going out and doing stuff like this out in the forest. You know, I mean, aside from having this incredible backdrop, come on, this is great. You know, it's just, it is so beautiful out here. And there are layers upon layers of knowledge to gain. You know how many species of mushrooms are out here? You know how many are hiding in the soil as waiting, you know, still waiting to be identified? People estimate, scientists estimate that we've got less than 50%. I think it's more like 25% of all the possible fungal species are estimated to be identified at this point. The cryptozoic stuff that lives in the soil, you know. And, you know, obviously we're gaining ground, but this stuff out here in the forest, you see a trail marked, you see a parking spot. You go and check it out. It's pretty. You take photos. You bring those back. Those are memories of walking in the forest. But I'm telling you, you know, you read up a little bit on how mushrooms grow, what's in your local forest, what's the cool stuff that's right around you, you know, and you can go back out with that layer of knowledge, and then you're looking at the landscape, and your eyes paint over the landscape with this knowledge of, you know, the fungi living in the trees and in the soil, and you know, the various berries about to produce, and certain leaves that are mature, or seasons for certain things leading to other things. You know, it gives you a reason. It gives you a reason to go out in the forest, and it reminds you, you know, we really are connected. You know, a lot of people sit in air conditioning. I sit in air conditioning. You know, your needs are met instantaneously, and I'm not complaining. You know, that's great. It's a great thing to evolve to and aspire to, but you have to challenge yourself. You can't just live in that box, you know. You got to get out, push yourself a little bit. I pushed myself all the way out to the forest. I found 2 types of oysters. Cool, man. I'm not a picker by trade, obviously, you know. I'm a tech guy. I sit at a desk and I help people. I help a lot of people day in and day out. And I need to get out and get this exercise, but I need to get out and get in touch with the natural world too. You know, that's what this channel is for me. It's like the mushrooms. It gives me another reason to get outside, another reason to kick off my normal schedule and go do something unusual, go do something I wouldn't normally do, you know, and thanks for coming with me, you know. Hit like and subscribe, please. Thank you. That's coming too naturally now. YouTube. Well, and here we come to the end of my path between the actual concrete trail and the river, because here it starts going really downhill. I don't know. Well, I kind of do know how far I want to go downhill, and it's not very far. So I'm going to go laterally. You know what's nice about making videos about chasing mushrooms? They don't run very fast. They can't hear you coming. So it's perfect. Find a whole bunch. Trade them for something else. Vary the food source. That's an old dead mushroom. That's not what I'm looking for. Some really nice conditions for a box coral. Okay. So I'm currently walking, about 150 feet off the paved trail here at Kankakee River State Park. And there's a game trail slash camper trail here I'm kind of walking on. They're all over the place. You know, I mean, the deer do go like people, essentially. You know, they go back and forth between the things that they want. They want the water, they want certain resources, and they bed down at a certain spot, and they'll just make roads going between their spots. Little trails, game trails. Oh, it definitely did rain out here. Under the log here, I see it's dry. Everything else is a little more moist. So, I actually got rained on pretty hard when I was on my way out here. You know, I was a couple miles from the park, about ready to pull out of Urban A or Kankakee or whichever it is down there. And we just got hit with rain. And I mean hit, it really came down fast. It was surprising, and it lasted for about 15 minutes. Man, I hit the drive-thru taco place and got a bean burrito, and then it quit. So, if it rains, get yourself a bean burrito. Plenty of trees. Give me a mushroom. Sometimes you can find mushrooms inside of all the logs. And honestly, that's where I found lion's mane about half the time out in the wild. It just comes up in a hollow log. And I've heard people say that they're more likely to come up from a tree that's been felled by a strike from lightning. So, interesting stuff. Seeing any other big clusters coming up. What's that? That's a leaf. It is a leaf. Okay. Holy cow. Okay, I need to stop for a minute. Oh man. Whew. The humidity, bud.
I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, having just rained. And, you know, it's not a notch below 87, I'm sure. You want mushrooms? Huh? You gotta work for it. I do. Oh. This is my last water. So I'm not gonna finish it. Instead, I'm gonna head back to the car. I think that's my last water. Yeah, the rest is with my knife. Okay. Where's the zipper? All right. Oh. All right. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I'm about tired. Okay, back to the car. Well, unless I find it on the way out, I didn't find it today. So, that's trip number 2. Looking for box coral, not finding it. But I found 2 different kinds of oyster. And I'm really excited about that. And frankly, I got to get these out of my backpack before they overheat and get yucky. I'm going to open the top of my backpack so they don't get too much heat, actually. Backpack sits against you, and man, hot day or not, it builds up heat back there. You know, it's like wearing a thick winter coat just in one patch on your back, and you start sweating, start heating that thing up. And I don't want to heat it up too much because it's going in the fridge as soon as I get home. I hope to get a sample off of it. Well, it's still viable. What are you? Nothing. Hear the sound of traffic increasing a little bit as I get closer to the highway here. What are you? Is that just moss? Okay. I'm in a deep patch of nettle. This is where you don't want to be. Shorts, sandals, Crocs, lady jeans that stretch. You know what I mean? Not the regular jeans with the regular material, with the thin material, you know, that stretchy stuff. It's not good for the forest. It lets everything through. Yeah, good thick cloth. That is what you need. Ah, that's tall. Okay. You guys. That's box coral. Found my box coral sample. On the way back to the car, after having found 2 kinds of oysters, I look down and there it is. Because I got my eye open the whole time. Okay. You gonna cut it or you gonna cry about it? Okay. Ah. Okay, my camera stands are not that great, but at least it's a functioning field tripod. What? Come on, man. It's like one shot. Come on, dude. Okay. Artomyces pyxidatus. Take 1. Put my bag there and it's gonna fall. Okay. Right there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Little box coral. Oh, you're so little and I love you. Yes. Yes. I do wish I had a knife. Oop, that one's falling apart. That one's old. I'm not putting that in with the other. Hello. Just little tender bits here and there. Oh man. Well, I can't walk away from my backpack out here. It's like right down there. It's camouflaged. Okay. So, alright, the box coral looks like that. Look at that beauty. So it's like a lion's mane that grows up, sort of, except that it's got multiple branching stalks, all going up like palmate, essentially. Fingers going up, fingers and more fingers coming off of them. And it looks like a fantastic pipe organ or fairy castle. And it's called Artomyces pyxidatus. Box coral. It smells really nice. That is just a nice smelling mushroom. I don't know why more people don't do stuff like this. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. There we go. So I got it. Box coral. My second trip out, you know, in hot weather. And you got to look in hot weather for this. I've never seen it come up in anything other than like a break from pretty good heat, you know. So I feel very fortunate to have found it. It is not something that you come across each day. In fact, I have to say, none of the three things I found today, the blue oyster, the golden oyster, or the box coral, or any that I generally find out in these woods. So it's fantastic. I'm so happy about that. All right, back to the car. Almost back at the trail. Oh, it's been a good day. Good day. If I can get these samples back into the fridge until tomorrow, and then pop them out and clone them. So my plan is to take the samples and, oh man, I should probably not put box coral in the fridge. I wonder if that would make it go bad. Pretty warm weather one. But it does survive out here in the winter, so yeah, I'm gonna say, since it's a winter hardy species, it could probably go in the fridge for the night. So it's gonna get a shock, and then it's gonna go on charcoal agar. I have a couple dozen charcoal agar pots made up, and I'll show you how to do that sometime, guys. I'll make a cool video. But essentially it's an agar made without nutrition in it. So no form of nutrition, no light malt extract or anything like that. And it's got activated charcoal in it. And the activated charcoal content helps to suppress the contaminants that grow off of your sample. That's a patch of oyster right there. I recognize it. I already got some. I'm not going over there. But I see it now on the way back. Here's this crazy quilt stump. Mr. Spalty. Forest love, man. Forest love. I'm so happy to be coming back with what I'm looking for. I just think it's going to make a really cool cultivar. I mean, how big do you think those fruits can get? Like, if you grow them with grain spawn and pasteurized substrate and everything, you'll find out. But it's not a sure thing, you know. Next step is to get it back and get it on agar. And I gotta be careful with my bleach water rinse. I think I used too strong of a rinse last time, and I had a sample of cloud here I was working with, but although I see it kind of myceliating all over in one or two samples, I don't see a lot of growth coming off of it, so I don't know if that one's going to make it, unfortunately. See you at the car. So I'm walking along the trail, and there's a possum just walking along hunting for dinner. Can you see that guy? out. That's the bounty, man. That is our bounty. Box coral. Artomyces pyxidatus. Still looking good. You know, I got it here in the air conditioning, and soon I'm gonna go in the refrigerator. It's been a great hunt.
Hey, thanks for watching, you guys. For more content like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Anytime you do like, subscribe, or comment on this channel or any of these videos, it really does help me out. It's like pouring water on a thirsty plant, essentially. And so it helps this channel grow. And I thank you very much.